You don't understand. I ain't scared.
She's not scared really at all. Not scared. Listen, so those that don't, so let's do a brief introduction.
Okay.
Because I feel like, oh my bad, I didn't do my.
You didn't do your thing. It hasn't started yet.
I didn't. No, the show's not started.
The show
all right, we're starting the show right now.
Everybody's
guys.
seated. Please take your seats.
Everyone's seated and ready to go.
Okay.
What up, YouTube?
Hey!
I am your host, Mediocre Talk News and Reviews, back in here for one more video, joined today by a very special guest, Felicia.
What's up? Hey guys! What's up?
So those that do not know Felicia, you've really only done one video with me, right?
I think we did two.
We did do two.
Well, but then there was one that was real long. We split it into two.
There was,
so it was like three.
Yeah, so it was three. And actually, I think one video accidentally deleted. Yeah, I think one. I think one video. We did the Black Ram one.
Black Ram.
So most of the folks probably know you from the Black Ram conversation.
Yeah.
And that video was entitled the Thought Retirement Plan.
The Thought Retirement Plan.
You remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Thought Retirement Plan. You know, and shout out to you, Black Ram. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So what's crazy is because like we didn't really know him at all,
yeah.
and then he actually found my video,
yeah,
and then reached out
and came back with the love, which I think is really dope. I mean,
yeah.
like that's like you want people to be making connections, even if you oppose ideas or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I think it's very essential and very valuable for us to use these opportunities to have like this infinite worldwide connection with people all over the world at any given moment to do things like that. So I think that was really dope. So shout out to you, Ram.
Right. Listen,
something a little R-rated.
Oh,
it's a little PG-13. It's just because it's wet now. I got to take it off. So like, excuse me. Hold on. They can't see this.
They can, but I can.
They can't, but you can. Okay, hold on just a second. Hold on. I'm gonna get back into it. Hold on a second. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Oh no. There. All right.
You all right?
The bras off. Free bitches.
Hey. Just make sure you pick that bra off on the way out of here, because you're gonna have me losing over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hanging on your Christmas tree.
Yeah, you ain't hanging it on shit, you motherfucker. You ain't hanging it up on shit.
Hey, hold up. I'm gonna tell some tea because it's live, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, he had a party or whatever. I wasn't there, but
I showed them the party. I put a video up.
Oh, you did? And I don't even know if it happened at the party, but I'm just saying some chick tried to sabotage him by leaving some eyelashes in a plant in his bathroom, y'all.
Yeah.
And bitches do shit like that. They do saboteur shit. And I'm gonna tell you from a lady's perspective, the lashes were fucking trash, which shows like how trashy she was. Cause it's like, honey, if you don't even, you know, like, if you really feel like a nigga ain't checking for you and somehow it's going to benefit you to try to like sabotage whoever he has on, somehow that's going to help you gain, like that's not a good, that wasn't.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're the chick that left the lashes in the bathroom, if you did it intentionally, you're tacky, bitch.
Yeah. No, I hate that shit where they act like it's an accident that they left this, that, or the third over at your crib.
No.
You know, it's like a whack. But at the same time, like, women are generally way more manipulative or passive aggressive because they have to do more sly things as opposed to like dude on dude conflict is way more in your face.
Well, now if we're talking about like woman to woman and dude to dude,
yeah.
But we're talking about like man to woman.
No,
that's
I feel
but
I feel like she's doing that for other women. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. Because you wouldn't have noticed it.
I wouldn't notice it. I didn't notice it.
I noticed it because I was like, so why would somebody put their lashes in a fucking bush?
Yeah.
Like, because only a woman's gonna find that shit.
Right.
Because it blended in with the plant.
Yeah.
To where you wouldn't see it.
Yeah. It's the nerve of these cowards.
The nerve.
You know what I'm saying?
It was cowardice. It was cowardice. It was low.
I don't like shit like that.
That's a low blow, boo. How you gonna be invited into somebody's house and do shit like that?
Or she just got too drunk because we had way too much liquor. Okay, but then she should have just threw that shit away. I mean, I saw them.
I saw them fucking lashes. Shit was
It was
cheap.
trash.
It was trash.
Guys, listen, if you haven't seen the co-host party, there's a link. There's a video back there, and we go through like.
You gotta look closely.
Yeah, we'll see. What's good? Lashes in the plan.
Yes.
Yo, and Jordan was there. That's Jordan for those that don't know. That's Jordan for those that don't know. Yo, they stay trying to catch me, bro. They stay trying to catch me.
Oh my God.
They stay trying to catch me. The nerve of these young women, bro. Boom. They got to respect your crib, period. That's what I tell them. That we don't tolerate dot jump off sloppiness. That's J Doe. That's the caps locks king. You remember J Doe?
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Bro, J Doe, we've been looking at your comments all the time, bro. All the time. He's the Jezebels and harlots. Like, he'll be quick to call a chick a Jezebel in caps locks.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
God. Jezebel.
Go ahead and say
Trumpets.
divorce rate.
Divorce rate. That shit is awesome.
Listen.
That's art.
Respect.
It's poetry, man. Do that at an open mic.
Yo, where you find this chick, pimp? Listen, it's crazy. Like, I met you, it had to be like a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
It was about a year and a half ago, and I was actually, I feel like I was editing photos. And
No,
editing
you
videos.
were sitting outside.
I had a laptop though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was editing.
Okay.
Yeah, and you walked by me.
I had my little dog. I was walking my Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
Because I just have my dog room, and actually I had done an art show in the. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm a graffiti artist.
She is. You want to? What's your? I'm gonna put it down in here.
FDZ graffiti.
FDZ graffiti.com.
I got a quick little rhyme. You ready for it?
You got a what?
I got a quick little rhyme. It's my intro.
Go ahead. You want to rap some shit?
It's a little bit. Okay. So they call me FDZ, but for real, I'm just Fifi. But for real, you can't see me like the back of the top of the tip of the teepee.
Oh, you got. I didn't know you had bars.
I have bars. They don't know. That's
I didn't know you had bars.
Little bars, like Kit Kat.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay, we got someone out here looking for Lizzo, the sea dolphin. All right, so listen, guys. I'm gonna assume that they all know the whole beginning of the Lizzo situation. I don't want to put it on my computer screen. I don't want to advertise what that was. Okay. What I do want to do is I want to play the Instagram video of when she was explaining herself.
Should we talk about it first and then show her video?
Do you want to give a brief synopsis of kind of what happened?
Okay. So Lizzo was at the Minnesota and whatever. Timberwolves. Thank you. She was at that game and she's courtside, of course. And the cheerleaders put on a little show where they're dancing to her song. And so Lizzo gets up and starts dancing too. She happens to be wearing the plus size version of Prince's assless chaps. Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. Everybody remembers Prince's assless chaps. Okay. She wore an outfit that just had her whole entire ass out and she's wearing a thong. And so she just turns around and starts dancing. Well, she's twerking. She's twerking with her ass out in a thong.
Yep.
And she's doing that at a stadium.
Yep. And so I'm gonna keep it funky. I don't know. I didn't know who Lizzo was.
Really?
I didn't know who Lizzo was.
Did you hear her music though?
So after I saw what was going on,
mm-hmm.
I looked back at her music and I was like, oh, I recognize that song.
And you know what? That right there is exactly why she did it. That's exactly why. Because I love the fact that she's like all about positive body and all this other stuff, but there's a line of being like classy about it. I'm not knocking her for being her and doing her, but like I watched some of the reaction videos. It's like there's a time and place for those things. Also, it's like there's a line where it's kind of tacky. I also didn't appreciate how Drake was acting courtside, and I don't think that that's a place for you to campaign yourself. Just because you can afford that seat doesn't mean that you can use that to drop your commercial. It's just like if you're playing Candy Crush and then all of a sudden you get fucking advertisements.
Quick pause. Listen, did you guys know that I had a Patreon page? What's Patreon, you say? Patreon is a fantastic service that gives content creators like myself an additional way for subs and viewers like yourself to be able to support the channel so I can continue to provide high quality content for you. Listen, as you guys may or may not know, the type of content that I do here on YouTube receives scrutiny and might become demonetized. So Patreon is a fantastic service that I like to use to provide additional benefits for those that sign up for the features that I am offering. Click on the link down in the description box down below and go see all of the things that I'm offering. Everything from behind the scenes to extra content, dozens of hours of content, all right? Now let's move on with this video.
From stuff that you don't even have any interest in. It just seems intrusive. So I feel like there is a line where you're intruding with your celebrity, and I feel like even though you're getting publicity when your song is playing, you also got a lot of negative publicity. So I feel like there's a lot of women out there who are plus size who aren't, they're trying to evolve into the confidence, and I feel like she kind of took a step back on her campaign of being like body forward. I feel like she went backwards on that.
I think irrespective of her size, in the video that we're going to look at in a second, I don't know how many of y'all seen the video, she was focusing in as if people were targeting her for her size. Irrespective of her size, doing what she did with the outfit that she had on, I think was super disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Super disrespectful, right? It lacked decency. It was trash filled, and it was unappreciated. Even if she was, who's your most resident bad chick? Rihanna. If it was Rihanna, although I would have looked at the photos, I still think like the decency and the integrity part of me, I still would have understood that what was going on is bullshit and it shouldn't be happening, and it's not happening for the right reasons.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely.
Just real quick, I want to acknowledge $5 super chat. Maurice Novembre. Man, love what you doing. Keep up.
It's the Novembre. That's my birthday month, so I appreciate.
Are you a Scorpio?
On that. I'm an Ophiuchus.
A what?
An Ophiuchus. It's actually the 13th zodiac, but we'll talk about that later.
Nigga, what?
It's like there's an extra. They were hating on it.
These interviews are the best. Maurice, thank you so much for the love and the respect. Thank you for the $5 super chat. They're not stopping. We have so much fun bringing this content to you. I would suggest you go back in the video catalog and look at the co-host party that I threw them on 2 weeks or so ago. It was a fantastic time. You know what I'm saying? And they all love coming through here too. I got Felicia coming back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's nothing more you would rather do on a Friday night than to come through and talk to, your supporters in a way that is clear, coherent, and consistent.
Right, because it's like we have these conversations at bars and things, and I think like what's dope about like just the context of everything is that we can be open and drink.
Yeah,
and
appreciate you.
But other people who might even be in earshot can actually chime in on the conversation too. You don't really have to like wait to speak your mind, share your opinion, because I feel like what you guys are saying is inspirational too, and we'll incorporate that. You make a valid. It's like a circle of information.
Yes. And let's keep on the information going. This is not one of the other kind of red pill dating channels. I'm not coming out to you guys with like, this is what you're supposed to do. Although sometimes I try to keep it funky. It's a bit different of a content, and it's discussion-based content. And I haven't seen it at the rate that I'm able to make it with people that look like us. So I appreciate the love and support and respect. All right, but getting back into the Lizzo situation, J Doe says men are visual, and that was slut whore behavior. She has no respect for herself or others. Listen, so to conclude my final point, I think that irrespective of her whale-like proportions, it was disrespectful as fuck. There's a time and a place, and it's not at a place. So let me give a brief comparison. Remember Jill Scott? Mm-hmm. Last year, she did the whole
That microphone shit.
When she was dick sucking the microphone.
Yeah.
There's a clear difference in a situation like that, although those are two both plus size black women. The difference is that, number one, there was no tell that Jill Scott knew that she was being taped. That's the first thing. The second thing is, you're at an adult venue. You're at an adult venue, and there's no kids there. You're at a bar, a club, what have you.
It's dark.
It's dark.
You know, like
there's
you're putting
no
on a show
expectation
for adults. Yeah.
There's no expectation that children will be there or what have you. And then two, like, it's what she sings about. It's a part of her act. There's a combining of what she's doing to enhance her sexuality, irrespective of her body type. So I think, like, it's different. It's incredibly different in that situation in comparison of the two. Meanwhile, in this Lizzo situation, you know, it's her displaying shit that was not asked for in a way that is disrespectful. And I think, like, it from a body imaging perspective, like, I think it sets larger women back. Secure women don't do what she did at all. Secure women don't roll like that. That was a validation. That was an attention seeking. That was something that she was doing for attention. It was poorly executed. It was trash. It was whack. And like, she's pushing this idea. And it's the thing, like, I have a problem with this. And I feel like you can only really do this with black women or black people because we're trendsetters, right? Like, this idea that being obese is popping. It's cool. Like, if you look at the other side, like white culture and Adele, she's not body pushing. She's pushing off of talent. She's pushing off of talent, and she just happens to have this body.
Right.
But then you get to Lizzo, and she has album covers where her whole ass is out. She's an Instagram picture where her whole ass is out. And it's like, well, what the fuck? You can't be a woman that's popping, that's not showing your pussy, it's not showing your asshole. And I hate that that's being pushed, because what is that telling our young women?
Excuse me, you're not airing. You're campaigning on the side of that, which is setting women back. And so I understand, and I appreciate that I appreciate the things that she did in her music video, like Truth Hurts, and the fact that she had on this lingerie and she was being sexy. But I'll be honest with you, I think the reason why this whole courtside campaign commercial shit, like what Drake did, I feel like what Lizzo did is what Drake did. LeBron James didn't come on the set of your music video for Truth Hurts and start dunking on niggas. He didn't do that, right? He didn't come up in there and like get in the video, like, you know, like there's a line of professionalism that, and you know, you should take that into consideration with your celebrity. But I think what's happening, unfortunately, is that your publicist is like, well, bad press is good press, you know. But before I kind of go on my rant, I want to give a shout out to Certified Hustler, because I feel like he just put it flat out simple, that the music industry pays them to be clowns. You're absolutely right.
Big facts.
For them to literally make an ass of themselves.
That's big facts.
Make an ass of themselves. You would do a lot of things for a couple $1 million. And I think that's where money corrupts.
Anything.
Your position.
Politics.
No matter who you are, it doesn't have to do with being white, black,
Politics,
gay, fat, skinny, whatever.
If you involve money in that shit, it will absolutely corrupt.
Right. If someone is giving you millions of dollars, you're a puppet on a string. But the thing is, nobody minds. I wouldn't mind being a puppet on a string. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could fucking live like that, hell yeah. But that's what celebrity is. That's what it is. It's like, until you put your time in, until you've, matured enough to where you can tell them, you're going to pay me this. These are the circumstances in which things need to be done, and I'm not going to do it. When you can afford to say no to millions of dollars, that's when you've arrived. But as well, that's when they come.